Axel! Vincent!
You currently find yourselves in a room filled with vampire spawn that have burst forth from crates. You found your way here after delving through the Ember Temple, discovering an individual who had holed up inside of a statue of the faceless god, as well as nearly losing Rictavio to what appeared to be some sort of statue in miniature form of said god, and it caused him to supplicate himself in front of it. Your adventures have been fruitful but complex. You're looking for Danica Mardukov and individuals of the Dusk Elves, friends of Casimir Velikov. They sought the Ember Temple out because, as you were told by Davian Mardukov, her father-in-law, she wished to bring Erwin back, and the Dusk Elves wished to bring back their families. You currently find yourselves in this room, and I'll just give you a description because it's a pretty interesting room. A golden marble staircase with a black marble railing hugs the north wall as it spirals gently up to a 30-foot wide shaft. Lying in the middle of the room are 6 rotting wooden crates. The amber-covered walls are sculpted to look like tentacles that entwine around marble bas-reliefs of kings, queens, pharaohs, and sultans, attended by myriad slaves. The west, south, and east walls contain alcoves. Standing in each alcove is a tall, rough block of amber. 2 wide cracks have opened up in the south wall, spilling rubble and shattered pieces of amber into the floor of a southeast corner of the room. And as you stepped into the room, you were greeted by 6 vampire spawns. So if everyone would like, please roll initiative.
I would like.
We're gonna jump right into it tonight.
Yeah, starting strong.
That's actually like a term that a bunch of like D&D guys use, which is a strong start. Like, how do you start your game? And combat is like an easy one.
Well, finally, a not terrible initiative roll.
I like
it's
ending on
nice.
suspense, you know?
Oh,
I
yeah.
I wanted Riku to get a high roll so he watch this sword.
All right. It's time to shine.
All right. Oh, shit. I gotta open up Irina. I knew I was forgetting something.
I might have to burn some spell slots for this fight.
You can hang back and let Riku
Yeah,
take care of
that's
business.
all.
Let Riku do
Yeah.
his thing.
All right.
Let the sword do its thing, more like.
And you hear a Gilbert Gottfried-esque voice. Oh, bring him on. In your mind, Riku, as you get to go first.
Riku smirks and holds up the sword and says, "It's your time to shine." As it's already, emitting light, but he's just playing into the words there. Anywho, he's going to run up and stab a man's. Which one to stab is the question. I suppose I'll just go here and stab this man's.
Okay. The ugliest motherfucker in the room snarls at you as the blade
13.
does not hit. He dodges it.
All right. Now for attack number 2. 19.
That is a hit.
Okay. So it does this plus another D8. And that is all radiant damage.
Gotcha. And with a flourish after missing with 1 attack, the second strike does hit home. And you said it was all radiant?
Yep.
I think that is. And you can see that the vampire's wound does not heal.
Yeah. And the other thing is the sword emits sunlight. So I'm pretty sure vampires are weak to sunlight.
Takes 20 radiant damage when it starts its turn in sunlight.
Yep.
And how far does that go?
30 feet, and I can extend it another 30 feet, but I have to use an
Whoa.
action. I have to use an action to do that.
All right.
He's
I'm
pretty
just gonna
sure.
drop
He's
down.
pretty sure vampires are weak to sunlight. You guys, pretty sure. Something tells him.
It's the Gilbert Gottfried voice.
Yeah, the sword told me.
Sorry, you said 30 feet?
Yep, it's 30 feet of bright sunlight, and then another, I think 15. Or no, it's 15 and then 15, and then I could extend it to 30 and 30. That's what it is.
Gotcha. So it's 15.
Still,
There's
like
15.
that's still huge.
Yes.
Sorry, 15.
Yep.
And then like if you extend it, we'll go on from there.
Yep. But for now, I can clearly see that vampires this close to me are suffering greatly from the sword.
Oh yeah, and on their turn, they will all take 20 damage just at the start of their turn.
Okay.
Is that your full turn? Bonus action or anything? Movement?
I think I used all my bardics. Let me double check. Yeah, I used all my bardics, and I don't think anybody needs healing because we just started. So that is probably gonna be it.
Dope. Okay. It is going to be Irina's turn. She is going to. Oh shit! What is she gonna do?
Is there any way you can snap that circle to me?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me see. Attach. Try to move.
Let me grab the thing. Aha, that's sick.
Oh,
Nice. Cool.
Next level.
Yeah, the new owlbear is like really good in that way. Irina will. Damn, I should have given her like Sacred Flame or something. She will bless you all, or she will bless some of you, and it's going to be Riku because she just saw what you did, Riku. She wants to make sure you are kept up for that. She will bless Axel and Uriel. Sorry, Vincent.
Okay.
She's trying to keep everybody alive and up, basically. But that will be her turn, and that brings us to you, Vincent. And she actually shouts, "Sorry, Vincent."
All right, give me next time. Vincent's gonna take a couple shots at B.
Okay.
To start off. Regular shots, but magical arrows at that with silver tips.
Gotcha.
14.
Just a miss. Just barely.
Cool,
Damn.
but we will redirect that arrow
Oh,
Yandu style to
pretty-
the one right behind it.
Pretty dope ability.
right.
Yeah. So 26.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And that one. And once per turn, I will re-roll damage. Oh, I get another one.
Damn.
5.
Okay.
Get him
this
out
is
of the way.
against- I think this is
Yeah.
probably against the one that Riku hit beforehand at this point. A?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so 5. And then we'll just shoot it. I guess I'll shoot at A again, the one I actually hit, and try to finish it off.
All right.
25 to hit.
Oh yeah, that is a hit.
And 8 damage.
Okay.
And I guess that's it for now. I don't want to burn up anything else.
No movement?
But yeah. Movement. Let's see. No, I definitely want to stay in the sunlight. Maybe just back up to the stairs a little bit.
Okay.
No.
All right. It is Vampire A, B, and C's turn. They all immediately begin to sizzle and smoke in the sunlight. Vampire A is now bloodied. It has taken 48 points of damage. Vampire B and C are singed and burning and will not regenerate any of their hit points at this turn. But all of them are going to begin moving in and attacking. Riku, you are target numero uno.
Yep.
And they are all going to start taking some swipes at you to try to get you to drop that weapon. They will take claw attacks. The first one, A, will take 2 claw attacks, 14 to hit,
Yep.
and a 9. So that's a
No good.
miss. The second one will take, that's 8 points of damage, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
The second one will take 2 attacks again. That's a dirty 20 and a 9. So that's 1 hit. And then the third one will take 2 attacks, a 14 to hit and an 11 to miss, doing another 7 points of damage.
Does a 14 hit you? Because with your
Yeah.
plus 1 to the
Oh, I guess.
isn't that plus 1?
I guess not. I guess
You gotta add
One
your plus
can-
1 bonus.
I didn't consider that.
Oh,
So
you should
then-
add that. Wow. Yeah.
So then,
So-
yeah, only one of those would hit the 20.
So only take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
Start at 45.
Yes, we got some bait.
So I've got it on Irina's character sheet as a +1 magic bonus from Argynvost. Do you have that as well?
Let's see.
I
I would
do.
put under miscellaneous bonus.
You can customize it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you, where
I'm
was it?
looking at your character sheet.
Oh yeah.
And
It,
then,
it was not on there, so
Anti-Strahd.
yeah. Those did
see.
not
Oh yeah, if
hit.
you click on armor class and click customize, you can add
Argon
stuff.
boost. I'm just gonna put that as description. There we
Nice.
go.
You're up to 15?
Oh no.
Oh.
So I just. Oh, additional magic. Okay, I see. I'll put it there then.
Nice. Word. The other vampires are going to go as well. They are going to take a swipe at Uriel. 2 attacks from E. That's a natural 2 and 21 to hit.
Ooh, the 21 hits.
Okay, and this is with the claws. It will do 9 points of damage slashing.
Oof.
Irina will take 1 hit, 2 hits,
Irina.
7 points, and 8 points. I'll make her make Constitution saving throws for that in just a moment. And Esmeralda is also going to take 2 hits. Sorry, 1 hit. And she is going to. Oops, that's the wrong damage. Esmeralda takes 6 points of damage. Irina takes 15 total, and she has to make 2 Constitution saving throws. She's good on one of them, and she's good on the other. So you guys still have Bless active. I think that is it for the vampires, which brings us to you, Uriel. What would you like to do?
I think I might. How many attacks of opportunity would I take if I like moved over to C? If I like moved over here.
I'm going to say you would take 2, because you're basically in this square, and they're both near you.
So I kind of want to lure them into the sunlight.
You could always disengage.
I might not go willingly.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just disengage
Okay.
instead of risking 2 attacks of opportunity. So I'm gonna disengage, come over here, and then
The game has changed from try to protect yourself to save Riku so he can save us all.
right, just stay near Riku. I'm going to bonus action. Let's see. I'm gonna shove. I'm gonna shove C. See if I can knock it prone.
Oh, okay, cool.
What is that? Athletics check.
Yeah.
Ooh, 26.
Ooh,
Oh, you're gonna knock it prone. Okay.
that's a big roll.
That's great for Riku.
Cool. Is there anything else you can do, Ariel?
Nope. That'll be it for me.
Axel, what would you like to do?
Axel will use his cunning action as a bonus action and disengage from C to swoop around and get on the other side of A. And then, let's see. So I'm guessing these things, if a 14 barely missed, then that means these things have like a 15 AC. So, yeah, I think I'll Great Weapon Master recklessly attack A with my first attack,
Okay.
and hope for the best. Let's see.
You need a 15 to hit. Which does.
Yeah, I think I got it. Okay.
You need to recklessly attack even when you already have like natural advantage.
I wasn't even thinking of that, so but you're right. But I did it anyway. I don't
Fine,
mind.
Yeah.
They're all targeting Riku anyway.
He's just a reckless motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is it with a silver great axe. So that is 23 damage to A.
Damn. Is nearly down.
Yeah, we're feeling lucky. We really want to take A out, so we're gonna do that again. I guess it doesn't matter if we recklessly attack now because we already did it, but great weapon mastering still. Well,
All right.
big money. With a nat 20.
Oh,
So
I was wondering when it was going to happen.
25 more damage to A.
And go ahead and describe your kill.
I see all these vampires swarming my boy Riku, and I just
dogpiled.
dodge out of the way of C, and then I get behind A and just chop its head off with my great axe.
And the head goes rolling
yeah.
across the floor away from all of you towards one of the amber statues.
You could just like holding out the sword, trying not to
Yeah.
get clawed to death, and just see one of their heads just fly off.
Do a tactical roll, I guess. Yeah. All right. End turn.
Killing something on a
Okay.
crit, is that a thing for your class?
It is, but I already used my bonus action to disengage from. Yeah, that's part of Great Weapon Master. But yeah, I already.
And Great Weapon Master is a really cool feat.
It's
Yeah.
just pretty useful.
I just got a hit. Well,
You
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You hear and feel the ground shaking and the
Oh no.
of something from the other chamber attempting to claw its way through the broken wall in between the two rooms. What you can see is a large amber golem attempting to force its way through to join the fray, and yet it has not been able to do so. But you can see that it's attempting to do so by like digging its way through.
Oh my god.
It will get to here on this turn, and then that will be Esmeralda's turn. She will disengage and move to here in an attempt to draw them into the light, understanding what is happening. Can she do anything with a bonus action? No, but that's good enough for her for now. And she will move there. Rictavio will also stay in the light, and he will actually come over to this one here, corner it so that he can get advantage on it. When he has some special powers with his sword cane that does extra damage to undead. So he will take 2 attacks. The first one is going to be a natural 20. So this will be a crit damage. If I can roll it, there we go. And this is also crit. I'll roll this twice. So he ends up doing 29 points of damage to B with his cane. And that will be his full turn. That said, it is Riku. It is your turn once again.
So we clearly heard, and from my point of view, could I have also seen the golem?
I'm going to say you might have seen it just briefly, fleetingly, as it was like sort of like moving to here.
Yeah.
Um,
And I'm also noticing there's like a lot of rubble and stuff here and here.
yes. Yeah.
Is this like can he walk over this easy, or is this rough terrain? Like, is this gonna take him time?
It's definitely going to be rough terrain. The description of it is that it's two natural openings that are virtually side by side. The openings are 3 feet wide, 8 feet high, and 10 feet deep. So 3 feet wide, he'll have to dig his way through one of the openings, basically.
Okay. Shit. Because my instinct here, fellas, I know the situation seems dire, but I feel like I should try to, if I can, because I'm gonna give off natural damage just from the sunlight, right? So I'm thinking perhaps I maybe try to use my spell to try to cave in one of the tunnels a little bit. I use shatter
Ooh.
maybe to maybe
That's a
either
fun idea.
block him or slow him down at least. You know.
I like it.
What do you guys think about that, or should I just keep attacking vampires and just let them come?
You do have that one prone right in front of you, but
Yeah.
I like both. I like both. Can you do both?
I can't do both. That's why I was asking. That's why I was running it by you guys.
But using shatter to collapse the tunnel sounds pretty cool. I don't know if it would
Yeah.
work, but it sounds cooler than just
I mean,
like,
I've used
attack.
shatter pretty
Effectively.
yeah, in different situations before, and it seems to like cause shit to like
It'll at
come
least at least slow it down and give
Yeah.
us time to kill the vampires and then deal
and
with
deal
it.
yeah.
I would say, as someone who's not being targeted by all the vampires, you know, I think it's what you want. You should do what you want to do because you are the one being targeted by all the vampires. So.
Maybe I lure them all together. Fuck. This is gonna be bad. I could just die though from one round of attacks if they all attack me. Okay. We're gonna. And where did it seem like the golem's turn was in the rotation? Like,
Third to last after Axel.
all right. Fuck. Riku. God damn it. This is a tough decision.
Do what you were doing, because I think that we're gonna take a few out, and on their turn they're gonna take damage.
I think I need to speed up the process though.
Okay, that's fair too.
And I'm hoping that it's tight enough that it's going to slow him down anyway, and that I can maybe get one more turn before. Like, if I can just get one round of attacks and then do the shatter thing, I think that's
Sure.
optimal. But if
Okay.
he might just make it through all the way, but I'm going to try anyway. And maybe you guys can, think of a way to slow him down. Like maybe your arrows. You have exploding arrows, right, Vincent?
Not like that, no.
No. Either way, okay. Riku's going to attack. He's going to attack the prone one because I mean, I could attack either and get advantage, but I guess I'll go for the prone one.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, don't need bless on that.
Oh, that's a hit.
And then there's going to be a D8 on top of this. Okay, so these are some low rolls here. That's one attack, and then here's the second attack.
And you can hear the voice of the sword singing out, "I love the flesh of the undead."
And that's a crit.
Nice.
So there's
Critical.
that plus
Mm.
another D8. So the grand total is 14, 13, and 3. So 31-ish, something like that, right?
Yeah, I think that's what I had. This vampire is now bloodied. It is still alive and it's still on the ground bleeding out as you do this damage to it. But it is not dead. Anything else you would like to do?
I don't really think I can do anything. Let me just double check my spells. Yeah, no. That's it. I'm going to hold my ground here
Okay.
and yell to everybody, "Get to the light." And prepare for the golem. We got to try to slow it down.
Irina will disengage and corner this vampire for you for her turn.
Nice.
Vincent, what would you like to do?
Keep plinking shots. Let's go with whichever one. Wait, where'd they go? Oh, we'll go with is that B
Ooh.
thing there?
I know what you could do, Vincent.
What?
Your one shot that has like the thorns. You could shoot the golem with that shit. Once it gets close enough.
Yeah, I could. Sure. For now, I'm just gonna take some shots at B. Looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, let's try to do some sniper shots, do some damage. So this will be -5.
Mhm.
Not good enough. But we'll redirect it
Okay.
to the one prone.
And you actually redirect it off of Irina's armor. This is going to be tough to hit.
Oh, nat
Oh,
20.
Ooh.
Not that tough, okay.
Wow.
That's 3 crits so far this fight from
Yeah,
us.
and I think I get a third dice on this too because of my thing. My crit gives me a third dice.
That's pretty gnarly.
So 12 plus one more D8. Where's an 8? 8. All right, so that one will be 15.
Okay. And your second shot? As you ping the arrow off of Irina's armor, you attempt to do the same thing once again, and this time it simply like bounces off of her and into the ceiling.
Okay. All right, nope, that's it. We'll just keep going.
Okay. Vampire B takes 20 more radiant damage, does not heal, and it is very upset. Vampire C takes 20 more radiant damages, and as it goes to attack Riku, it simply disintegrates.
Oh,
Nice.
Stands up. Or actually, Vampire C would. Vampire C stands up, goes to attack Riku, and simply disintegrates. Let's see.
Fucking Thanos dusted.
Oh yeah. But B will take 2 attacks. One of them is going to be a bite attack. So there's the claws. The bite, however, is also a 3 and therefore a miss.
Nice.
The others. Gosh, what do they do? They're going to swarm into here. 2 of them, at least, are going to swarm Vincent, and one of them is going to swarm Esmeralda. The 2 that swarm Vincent, you will take 3 claw attacks. One is going to be a 25 to hit, one is going to be a 10, and one is going to be an 11. So I assume just one hit there. And that does a total of 9 points of claw damage. One of these is going to be a bite attack. Let's see if this hits. Does a 16 hit you, Vincent?
I don't think a 16 hits him.
Okay. Oh yeah. AC is 18 by the looks of it. And that will be their turn. The one who attacks Esmeralda will make a claw and a bite. The claw is a 14. That will end up missing. The bite is a 16. That's going to hit her. And it's going to do 6 points of damage. And then she has to make a saving throw.
Ooh, big save here.
She'll also take some necrotic. That's going to be 7 points of necrotic damage. And then, oh, it actually just reduces her. It just reduces her maximum hit point.
She's
By
a
7.
vampire now?
Nope, not a vampire yet. She's just weakened.
Yeah.
Uriel, what would you like to do?
I think I'm gonna break out my new channel divinity.
A new ability,
I-
you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna do control undead on which of the vampires is like the least damaged?
I'd say the 3 that just ran in.
Yeah, they're all undamaged.
Okay, so I guess I'll do D because it's closest. So that's let's see. So they have to beat a wisdom saving throw of 14.
Okay. Actually, it gets disadvantage on the. I mean, it failed anyways. Or, sorry, it gets disadvantage on these, but it failed anyways.
Nice. So it has to obey my commands for 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Which one? F, E, or
Ooh.
D?
D.
He picked the hot one.
D.
So
And
this
is that
my,
charmed?
thrall.
Cool. It's got a
Just
little heart
say-
for you.
On failure, the target must obey your commands for 24 hours.
And does that include hostile commands?
I don't know.
If it just says like
It
obey
just
your
says
commands, then you can tell it to do whatever.
Nice. So I am going to tell it to back out of the light and get ready to intercept that giant statue. Or I'm going to tell it to back off and then turn off the statue if it knows how to. Or get ready to intercept it. And have her back up like these boxes here.
Okay.
Maybe
So
heal up a little bit outside of the light.
So you want her to intercept the statue if it comes at you?
Yeah. Or I don't know if they're on the same team if she knows how to shut it off.
Okay.
She could probably
That's
shut off
special.
being charmed. So letting her heal might not be a good idea, but we'll see.
All right. Anything else that you would like to do, Uriel?
Yeah, you should have definitely left her in the light.
Who knows? Maybe not taking damage is key to her staying charmed.
Maybe.
I don't think she can break it. I think it's just like it's just like under my command for 24 hours.
There's no way she rolls against it.
No, it doesn't say anything about saves or
She already
Like,
saved
yeah.
and she sucked.
Okay. Well, that's fair then.
yeah. The target must obey Paladin's commands for the next 24 hours.
We got a pet vampire.
I'm like, that's it. So until she dies, we have a pet vampire. Let's see, do I have any like bonus action spells I want to do? Going to run over here to E and try to knock it prone with my bonus action
Okay.
with a 22.
that is almost assuredly gonna work. Natural 1.
Nice.
All right, so
Down
this
she
one's
goes.
prone.
Riku taking note of Uriel's strength. He thought that Axel was a strong boy. Now he's having second thoughts.
Axel, it is your turn. Are you gonna take that lying down?
No, I'm gonna somersault over to next to Rictavio so I can attack B. How much damage have we done to B?
Quite a bit. I would say 70, roughly 70 points of damage.
God damn, these things are tanky.
Okay. Then this time, since it doesn't seem like I need to do any weapon master critting, I will pull out my dagger and we'll do a dagger stab. Do I have advantage on B?
You can have advantage because it's surrounded.
Yeah, it's engaged. Yeah. All right. Dagger stab. Plus bless.
Yeah, roll that bless.
Oh,
We
Good
gotta.
enough.
Yeah.
You're able to hit
Okay.
it.
All right. 7, and then it's a sneak. It's a sneak attack.
Mhm.
So 9. And then if it's still up, we're gonna
Still up.
we're gonna do another stab. Uh, 19. And then 6 more damage.
And now it's down.
All right. Yeah, I just stab it in wherever it's vulnerable. I feel bad doing it because she's also hot. And and then with my bonus action, because I took a bad guy to 0 hit points, I can do another attack because of Great Weapon Master.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I
Happens to
hop
be one on the
over.
ground over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I hop over her dead body, and I dagger stab the prone one.
And you get advantage on this as well.
16.
That's a hit.
6 damage to prone girl.
Are the silvered weapons not doing it to the vampires? Is that why you're using the dagger?
This is I used a dagger. I mean, the dagger the axe was overkill for the other one. And I can't swap from dagger to axe mid-turn. Yeah, so that was a magical +1 dagger. I don't know if it's magical. It's a +1 dagger. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
It's magical.
that makes it magical automatically.
But yeah, so that is the end of my turn, by the way.
Okay.
Yep.
And that brings us to the golem. And through the crunch of rock on rock, you begin to hear it moving through the space. And it will be able to get to here, and you can see the beak-like
Yes!
head moving its way through the space.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, drop the hammer on it, Riku.
It is Esmeralda's turn, and Esmeralda goes, I'm going to do the thing that Axel does. And she's going to run up to this thing, not realizing it's fully charmed, and she's going to attempt to grapple it,
Oh,
actually. And this thing's going to
Lady
roll at
fight.
yeah.
disadvantage.
It's called a cat fight.
Yep.
You know?
She will fail to pick it up. And you can see that she's like failing to pick it up and then looking at the golem that's looking in at her. And she's like, maybe I'll come back into the light.
Can
at the end of
I
your turn."
like use my reaction to yell out like, "Oh no, she's on our side now. I turned her."
Oh, damn it. And Rictavio, though, will take some attacks, moving past you all to the one that's prone on the ground. Rictavio will take 2 attacks with his sword cane. The first one is a miss. The second one is. Oh man, is that also going to be a miss? That's brutal.
That's
Octavio,
okay.
buddy.
Octavio sucks.
He's having a rough go in this dungeon.
He is having a rough go in this
Right?
dungeon. Riku, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Riku, with one hand throws the sword up in the air, the other hand pulls out the lute and strums to play his note to do his spell.
Okay, where would you
Um,
like to target it?
Let's see. I'm thinking about upcasting, but let me see what that just gets me another D8. I think I don't think it really does much else.
Yeah, I think that's right.
It doesn't. Oh no, that's not. I clicked the wrong spell. Yeah, it just gives me another D8. It's not really worth it. I think whatever else happens is fine enough. All right, so I'm gonna do Shatter,
Okay.
second level spell, and so it's
Ooh.
like it's barely fitting through the tunnel, right?
It is. That's right.
So I try to target like its head / like right above it to like make the ceiling cave in on it.
Gotcha. Okay, and I have to make the saving
And-
throw at disadvantage.
Yeah, because if it's made out of like stone or crystal, it says or metal, it takes disadvantage on the saving throw.
Let me see.
It's
And
a
it's
con
a
15.
Constitution. Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 14.
Yes. Nice.
Wow.
Full damage. All right, let's 3d8. Those are okay rolls. Not terrible.
Can you also roll me a spell attack roll? So it would be like what you use if you were to cast like Firebolt.
I don't have anything like that, but my modifier is a +7, so I'll just roll a 20. See
Yeah.
what happens.
And this is to see how much damage you do to the cave.
So that
Okay.
+7. I don't know if bless matters there.
Yeah, go ahead and roll bless on this one actually.
Do you want to roll bless Riku?
Why not?
Sure you want to hit the cave?
So it's a 15 total.
Yes.
Okay. You can roll a d8.
Two.
Okay. So some rocks tumble down and take chips of amber off of the statue, but there is not a complete cave-in. You end up doing a total of 16 points of damage once all is said and done with Shatter. But it has to spend its next turn getting itself out of this space because like normally it might be able to like get out and then use the rest of its movement to get into the fray. You sort of pinned it in there a little bit.
Okay. Well, Riku would yell out, I slowed it down a bit. But it's still coming, boys. Get ready.
Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn, Riku?
I can move through my teammates, right?
Yes. And if you take an attack of opportunity from the one that's prone, it will be at disadvantage.
I'm just gonna stay put. Actually, a lot of people in front of me. I'm gonna keep them there.
Okay. Irina will run up to here and begin swinging down at this one in front of her with her rapier. That is going to be a natural 1 and an 18. So she will hit. Her rapier, I believe, doesn't matter because it's in sunlight, so therefore it's weakened, and it will do 11 points of damage to, I believe that's F. Yep. And that will be Irina's turn. Just begin to lay down some damage. Vincent, what would you like to do?
Try to do some damage. Um, Yeah, I guess we're gonna go with the one that's prone in front of me. Shoot straight down at it.
Okay.
Alright. 17.
That's a hit.
for 8 damage.
Okay.
And then an 11.
That's actually going to miss.
And we'll redirect it to the guy next to him.
Okay. As it's writhing on the ground, it basically dodges an arrow, which bounces up off the ground into the other one.
That's such a cool ability.
It is, right? And why not try to do a little bit more damage? I'm gonna
Yo!
what?
Assume he's talking to somebody else.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll that damage. Because there was a 2. I want to do a little bit more.
Okay.
Squeezing it out.
There we go. 9.
Pretty good. Yeah, that was
Alright.
the Vermont hello if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
Sweet. And as your arrow reflects back up and it hits the vampire like in the rib cage, sort of almost under the armpit.
And then that's it. Just kind of take a defensive position. Try not
Nice.
to get hit.
Okay. So the charmed one is not within the radius of the sphere of light. The other two, however, both take heavy amounts of radiant damage. And you can see that it is beginning to burn them up. The one that is prone will stand up in this space here, and it will
Bitch.
begin to try to attack. Gosh. I mean, it could attack anyone in it. It's just going to go for you, Riku, just because you have the sword.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
And it will take a claw, but it's going to try to grapple you. So 22.
So I need to roll what? Strength?
Or
can't beat
athletics,
it.
athletics or acrobatics. Up to you.
I can roll an acrobatics.
Oh, yeah, do a backflip.
Yeah. I rolled the same.
Plus,
it's-
does the bless go on
Oh
top of
yeah.
that?
Yeah, you can roll a
Uh,
bless. You'll automatically succeed.
It's a skill check. Does that bless works for skill checks?
I think of this one as like a saving throw.
Yeah, don't argue. Don't argue with it.
Okay. Well,
In
then
this
I'd
one-
get
in this
I'd
one in
beat 'em
particular.
automatically then.
Yeah, I think it's a saving throw. So
Yeah.
it will not be able to grab you. It will take a claw attack at you then. That will hit, and that will
Mhm.
do 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Riku!
The other one is going to attack Vincent
Vincent!
Not
with a
gonna hit me,
9.
though. No way.
22.
Ooh, that'll do.
And it will be 8 points of damage, slashing damage on you.
Owie.
It will be their turns, and they will not move out. Uriel, what would you like to do?
Let's see. I think I.
Oh, sorry,
Well-
wait. First off, the charmed one. Do you want it to do something? Is it supposed to like go and attack?
Well, I'm thinking when you mentioned that like Riku shattered didn't fully collapse the tunnel, does that mean there's more of it to collapse?
Yeah, like you could hope for the tunnel to collapse further.
She
I
can
think I
fucking
might do
spider
that.
climb and shit, dude. Like, right?
Well, I'm gonna have the vampire hold off,
Okay.
stay like by the boxes, and then I'm gonna cast I'm gonna Eldritch Blast like the ceiling right above this guy.
Okay.
See if I can like take the tunnel down.
How many beams do you have? 1 or 2?
2.
Okay.
So it's a
The 12 is a miss.
but bless.
21 is a hit. Yeah, if you get a good roll on the bless,
2 1s.
not good
So
enough.
13. Damn it. Alright, so another 3 damage.
Okay. So as you do that, go ahead and roll a d8.
Two.
And you can see some more rocks fall and chip off pieces of the amber golem, but you don't think you slowed it down in any significant way.
I guess I'm gonna yell over to the vampire and say, like, if you have any range, like magic or anything, see if you can take the tunnel down.
She sort of gives you like a like a Valley Girl hair flip as she looks at you. She says, "Darling, I only know how to bite."
All right then. I guess
Ew.
stay there and watch our backs.
I'd rather watch your necks, but she turns back around anyways for you.
This,
Anything else?
This new Oathbreaker ability is pretty sweet.
Gonna stay as an Oathbreaker?
I don't know if I can keep getting like vampire pets. I guess I'll see if I can
Damn.
knock the prone.
That's all it takes to turn to the dark side, having vampire pets.
Ooh, 27.
I'm not
Ooh,
even gonna roll because I cannot succeed against that.
that'll do it.
Smash that bitch in the face with my shield.
And as she stands back up and takes swipes at folks, she goes back down. All right. Is it your
That
full
would be
turn?
my
Knock
turn.
down, and I get up again.
Axel, what would you like to do?
Axel, the cleanup hitter, steps up to the plate, pulls out his great axe, and goes to Great Weapon Master the shit out of Prone Lady.
Do you touch the floor first, like a baseball bat on the plate?
I mean, I would like tap my cleats or my boots, you know,
Nice.
get the dirt off of them.
What's your walk-up song?
Oh, Thunderstruck. I mean, that's my like theme. That's like my theme song. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So make sure I'm clicking the right thing. Yeah. Great axe. Great Weapon Master and.
You get advantage on this too, but okay. That is
don't-
going to be a
Blessed.
miss.
Yeah, Bless
so
ain't
far.
gonna help it.
Not gonna cut it.
Yeah, but
You sort of go for the overhead swing down and into her, thinking you might be able to finish her off, but you miss.
yeah, it's my first miss. So we're thinking that's just a glitch, and we're gonna go for a Great Weapon Mastering again. We're not in desperation mode, so Great Weapon Mastering. Oh.
There we go.
Okay. Okay. Let's roll it. Roll the damage.
And as your axe bounces off the floor, you sort of redirect the energy to slice into her arm, doing 8 points of damage.
18. That was a Great Weapon Master, so it's 18 because there was
Gotcha.
a great. Yeah.
18.
Do I have any bonus actions to use? Nah, no bonus actions. We're staying put. End turn.
Okay. The golem will spend its turn writhing and wriggling free. Let's see if it can get out. It rolled a 15, which was exactly what it needed to free itself from the rubble. And it will get to here, crushing the box in front of it, looking down at the charmed vampire before it. It will only take one of its 2 slam attacks because it used a lot of actions to get out. And it will pick up the
Plus 10.
vampire and throw it across the room.
Oh damn!
So we
got
probably
rag-
should have got this thing stuck, huh?
Just got ragdolled.
And that will do 18 points of damage.
What size category is this thing?
It's
You're
only large.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go toe to toe with this guy.
Interesting.
Grapple.
That brings us to Esmeralda. She will see this vampire fly over everybody's head, basically, smash against the amber wall, and slide down it. It doesn't even like grab on with its spider climb ability; it just slides down it. And she'll be like, "Oh, that's not good. That's really not good, everybody." And she will use magic missile at 3rd level to send 5 darts at it. Because she thinks that dropping some damage on this thing is paramount at this moment in time. So she'll do 13 points of force damage. Let me just make sure that's actually effective. Yes, that is effective. It does hurt the golem. And she will say, we might want to spread out. Oh god, this could get bad and ugly. And she'll move there. Rictavia will be like, I'm not finished with this one. And he will take another attack. That's going to be a hit. So he will do. Oh, that's natural 20 actually. So this will be a critical. And then he will do double the Undead Slayer damage, which ends up being 15 plus 12, 27 points of damage on E. And he will actually take one more attack, and he has advantage on this, and he's going to miss on this one. Riku, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
So I think I'm gonna cast another spell. I'm gonna cast at 3rd level Shatter. So I'm gonna get an extra D8.
Nice.
And I'm gonna cast it just fucking rate it like I guess the golem's legs. Because Riku is scared of this thing like charging us like a fucking bull and just like smashing through us all like fucking
Like a
he's
ball.
scared of that, so he's trying to like knock it down. So he's focusing its legs. If it really, I don't know if it really matters, but that's
Okay.
his mindset.
Oh, fair enough.
And so I'll roll this, and I'll just throw another D8 on top, and then
I'll
you
roll
gotta
it
do your save.
Disadvantage. Hey.
That's
Ouch.
pitiful rolls.
Oh, that is rough. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
12 points of damage. The creature fails. It does take more damage, and you do see these amber shards fly off of it across the floor. One of it, funny enough, like shoots across the room, past the it like shoots in this direction into the dead body of the vampire, which like begins to ooze even more blood onto the floor.
Okay. And let me see something else. I think I want to move here, and that would probably give the one who's prone an attack of opportunity, I assume.
Yes, but at disadvantage
Okay.
because she's prone.
Yeah, I'm like up on the stairs.
Gotcha. Yeah, 9 missed.
Okay.
Not even close. Claws went out, and you were already gone.
All right. And that will be. Hold on. I do have a bonus action. Hold on here. Is anybody else hit besides me? Like taking lots of damage?
I'm down to 49 out of 65. So I'm still
That's-
like doing pretty good.
No, I think Vincent's been
that's-
hit.
Yeah,
Vincent
I only
is-
took 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll prepare for the worst and use healing word on myself. Just give myself a little bit of, not very much, but five
Wow.
5 more on top.
He thought of the group before he healed himself, guys.
Aw.
What a team player.
And then rolled a minimum.
Yep.
Okay. That sounds like action.
Well,
bonus
actually,
action
no.
movement.
I used. I gotta take that back because I cast the other spell, so I probably can't do that, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Good call.
And he did roll a 1 on his healing. Like, is that
No, I can't do it anyway because I already cast the spell the same turn.
okay.
Good
bad.
call. Irina. Irina will reach out and use Cure Wounds on you.
Oh,
She will give you
Well,
some
thank
health.
you. what a nice
Actually,
lady.
Does she have Cure Wounds or does she have? She has Healing Word. She'll use Healing Word on you, and she'll give you 5 points back.
Yeah. Irina
Nice.
saw you touching yourself, nothing happening. She felt bad.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. Vincent, it is your turn. Oh,
Most
actually, wait.
relationships
She
start-
can. She still has an attack. Sorry.
Yes, that's a bonus action.
Yeah. She will attack twice at the vampire, and she will hit it once. Oh wow, nice max damage. Okay. Go ahead, Vincent.
Alright. And we'll stick to the script. Just try to pump out some damage. Go to the one on the ground.
Okay,
23.
that's a hit. And you don't need to roll disadvantage because you got sharpshooter or whatever, right?
I don't think that's part of sharpshooter.
Oh,
It's,
is that like crossbow
it's
expert or something?
crossbow expert, yeah.
That one's crossbow expert.
Go ahead and roll it again, Vincent, just to do disadvantage on the prone and melee. You still hit.
Ooh. Okay. Alright, so 9 damage.
Okay.
And then we'll do a second shot.
The one that's prone is now actually dead.
Oh, good.
So you finish her off with your first arrow. Your second shot.
We'll be at the other one.
Okay.
Is that the last one?
Well, there's also the charmed one, but then you also have the golem.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Your attacks against the vampire next to you will be at disadvantage as well.
Alright, that's fine. 22 or 27.
All right, 22 hits.
Uh, 7 damage.
Okay. Pretty good amounts of damage. Is there anything else you'd like to do to it with that?
No. Save it for the big guy.
Okay. They start their turns. I think I'm going to say the one that's charmed will take 20 points of damage. The one that is closest to you, Vincent, takes 20 points of damage and nearly begins to burn to a crisp. You can see the bones beginning to show underneath the flesh of this vampire as its skin blackens and crisps in the sunlight.
Nice.
It is in a panic and it will disengage and run out here and onto this box here to try to grab Esmeralda and bite her. It will do actually a decent thing. It will grab her, and then it will bite her in an attempt to get something from her. It's going to be 14 points of damage. It's going to reduce her health by 7. Okay, and that will be its full turn. And it is going to... No, it took radiant damage. So it will not regenerate. Uriel, what would you like to do?
I guess see if I can finish off F. So I'm gonna run up to him. Would I have advantage is like flanking with Esmeralda on his other side?
Yeah, right there would be.
Okay. Let's see. Do I want to do? Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
As I see this golem guy coming up on me, and then take a couple swings at F. So 24 for the first one. So 11 from the silvered weapon, and then 3 fire damage.
Okay. That takes out this vampire.
Nice.
All right, so this one I'll toss the dead icon onto as well. You have the golem and the last vampire that's charmed left. What would you like to do?
Definitely leaving the charm vampire. She's on our side now. Going for the golem. Going in.
Okay.
So running and taking a swing at it. With a
That's a
25
hit.
to hit.
Yeah.
want to smite it? Yeah, I'm gonna smite it. So 8 damage.
And the Ecola, what type of damage is that?
Silver and slashing, I think it is.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the smite.
It's piercing.
Gotcha.
Ooh, max. Then
Okay.
16 radiant damage.
Okay.
Damn.
The physical damage is completely ineffective. Nothing happens. The smite, the radiant damage, is quite effective, and you can see the radiant. Your Ecola hits the creature before the radiant damage takes effect, and you can see that it does nothing. As then the smiting damage blasts off an amber chunk of the side of this creature.
I guess yell out like only magic work against this thing. Don't even bother hitting it. Didn't do a damn thing to it. And then I'll use my bonus action to hit
Max
it.
is like, fuck, I gotta stab it with a dagger.
Bonus action, I guess, shove and like go for like the inside of one of its knees, trying to like knock
Prone
it
it?
down, knock it prone.
Okay.
Ooh, 26.
Ooh. This thing's gonna be immensely strong, though.
Pretty good. Give me a moment. 20. Wow. All right. I will say that you surprise it with your attack in the way that you blasted off some of the amber, and it is prone, shockingly enough.
I'd also like yell out to Riku to put his sword away now, so our vampire can join the fray,
Hell no.
or at least like turn it off. Like turn off. Can you turn off its sunlight and still like use it normally, or is that like a permanent thing while it's out?
I think I might be an action to do that though. Is the problem. And plus, like this, having the sword on like makes it so we can all see it in here because I assume it's like dark, right?
Yeah, it would be pretty dark in here otherwise. And to
Yeah.
be clear, do you really want Gilbert Gottfried's voice not in your head saying, "Come on, let me burn them all"?
I don't know. I mean,
Dude,
kind
vampire
of,
just
but
like to fight around you.
Fair.
What-
Axel, what would you like to do?
What square are you in, Uriel? You're like,
Oh yeah, pick one of those.
all right, nice, okay. Alrighty, so I see a vampire lady go flying through the air and smash against a wall, and shortly after that I hear Uriel talking about no physical damage, and I pull out my magic dagger. And I'm like, well, okay, let's do this. And I run up to this. Is this thing have like rock skin or something? Like, what is this?
Yeah, it is made entirely of amber stone, and it is a moving construct.
Okay. And it's prone, so we're gonna go for the stab at advantage.
Mhm.
A 20%.
It's a hit.
Hit, okay. 6, and then we will do the sneak attack damage. Sneak attack. 5, so we're up to 11 damage, and go for another stab. 18.
That's a hit.
All right. 6 more damage. Do I feel like I'm doing all the damages?
You are doing full amounts of damage to this
All
creature
right.
as you do this. Yep.
All right. And I will use my mobile feat to I'm gonna get a little distance. Good luck, Uriel. And so,
I see how it is.
yeah, I know. Yeah. End turn.
Gotcha.
Love it.
The golem will stand up looking at Uriel, and it will attempt to throw you. It will pick you. Actually, let me see. It will move first. It will move to there, and it will use slow on Uriel and Axel. So go ahead and make wisdom saving throws, the two of you.
Oh, so it's
This thing's
like
got fucking
brain,
spells.
it's like brain slow.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Uriel, you have failed. Axel, you have failed.
I ain't getting roll a bless.
Yeah, you don't bother rolling the bless, I'll tell you now. I'm gonna leave the bless on because I think that stays technically, but
Oh, it's
slowed.
Axel forgets how to count.
Oh, so there's no like slow token. But you are slowed, which means that you cannot use reactions. Your speed is half, and you cannot make more than one attack on your turn.
Oh no.
In addition, the target can either take an action or a bonus action, but not both. It lasts for 1 minute, and you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turns. And so I'll give you that in the chat as well, so we have it.
So
That
this
was
is
a
like
lot.
the opposite version of haste, basically.
Yeah.
So basically,
Now-
I just minus an attack.
This is awful.
Yes.
Bad news here.
Well,
But
I can't even
it
do a lot of
can't
damage
use it
now.
unless it recharges it, which it does not. And so that's its entire turn. That's like it's like one action this turn.
That was pretty powerful though.
Yeah. Esmeralda, seeing this, will run up. Actually, will she run up? No, she'll stay exactly where she was. And she's just going to use more magic missiles. Again, at level 3, so she gets a bunch of extras. She's just trying to drop a bunch of like solid damage that she thinks she can do with this. 10 points. That's her turn. Rictavio will turn his back and say, I don't care if this vampire is under your control, Uriel. I'm going to take care of it for us. And he is going to kill the vampire. And he will hit with one of his 2 attacks, dealing 9 points of damage.
Oh, Rictavio, what are you doing,
got it.
buddy?
We got to capture NPCs. That's what the DM's trying to say. Okay.
Riku, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna run down and start swinging at this fucking golem because I don't know what else to do. Like I don't think Shatter's really being effective. I think I can do more damage with my sword. So I'm gonna be a madman and start swinging at this thing.
Okay.
Hoping that this perhaps may give me advantage with Uriel's position, but I don't know if it will.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm going to
Wait.
say that would give you advantage, yeah.
Okay.
You can always have more pets, by the way. Rictavio just has a thing for vampires.
Are you kidding me?
Double ones. Oh,
That's pretty impressive.
Snake eyes.
right?
Can I use my session inspiration there?
Sure.
And so a reroll advantage, or do I just get an extra d20?
Reroll advantage. I think it's always a
Okay.
reroll, so
Okay. All right. I like that one better.
that's a hit.
It's definitely not undead, right?
It's not, and you can actually hear the voice being like, "Oh, what, this is stone. What is this, Riku?"
Amber, do your work. Do your worst. I don't know. Do something.
Well, I mean, I got through it, but like, what? Come on, man.
Alright.
I mean, it,
Now
it
that-
hurts the creature fully. You did all 13 damage.
Yeah.
21's also a hit.
Okay. 12. So 25 total radiant damage.
Okay. It's pretty solid. The creature is bloodied, by the way.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out right here, because yep, that's not gonna it's not gonna come back to haunt me standing next to this thing.
Okay. Irina is going to look at it and be like, I mean, I guess I'll use some fire on it. And she will use the bonfire spell on it in an attempt to do some actual damage to it. It'll be 8 points if it does not succeed on its saving throw. Actually, it probably will fail. So it takes 8 points of fire damage. Vincent, what would you like to do?
Someone would like to do some damage. This thing seems beefy.
It's now bloodied. We just found out.
Oh.
If it could bleed, we'd be seeing it bleeding.
All right, let's do some let's do some sharpshooter attacks. Let's try to do some damage. Magical arrows. -5. Big money, big money. Here we go.
Oh shit.
That is a hit.
21. Here we go. 20 damage on the first one.
20 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
And then he's feeling lucky. We're gonna do another -5 shot.
Okay.
Not so much. Is there any other bad guys around?
There's only the charmed vampire that Rictavia seems to trying to be taken care of.
Alright. Then I'll end turn there.
Okay. That brings us to that vampire who will simply try to like run away. Rictavio will actually take an attack of opportunity against it, because he does not like vampires, and he's actually going to hit this time and do a bit more damage. He's going to do 18 points of damage against the vampire that time.
He's just over there fucking it up.
Uriel, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna yell over to Rictavio. Rictavio, take it easy on the vampire for now. You know, she's on our side for for the time being. Let's use every tool we can to get through this this creepy ass temple.
Roll persuasion check.
22.
That's good enough for him to sort of scowl at you, but turn in the direction of the golem. You think you were
Alright.
successful?
Nice. And then I guess since normal attacks aren't working, I guess I will. I'm gonna cast inflict wounds on it. Would that give me advantage with Riku right there? Even though it's a spell?
Yeah, no. You would not have advantage.
Oh. Oh well, here we go. 17?
That is exactly what you needed to hit.
So 16 necrotic damage.
Not bad.
And that is actually effective, oddly enough.
Nice.
So the 16 necrotic damage sort of like lances through it, and you can see that it causes fissures and cracks within the amber as you do so. Anything else?
I can't do anything else because I'm slowed.
Oh, right. Cool. Axel, what would you like to do?
Do I want to do damage, or I want to see if I can get this thing to waste a turn? I'll do some I'll go for a stab. If I stand here, do I get advantage on? Gotta kind of. Where I need to go to get advantage? I could move if I got like here.
I'll give you advantage there.
Yeah.
Although, what's your
Okay.
speed right now?
It's at 25.
Oh, okay. Damn, that's your half speed. That's wild.
Yeah. Okay, so dagger stab, magic dagger stab. 15 plus. We got bless it up.
Bless up.
18.
That's a hit.
Hashtag bless.
Nice.
Okay, and
So blessed.
reduce the damage. Oh, max damage. Plus, we're sneaking up on him. So
Wow.
13 damage. And Riku's here, so we'll stay here. We don't want to. Yeah.
What does that
Riku.
mean?
It means if you get hit, you're like fucked. So at least Uriel can like handle himself. You know, he's got that beefy armor on.
It's true. I would just ask
And
first.
do I roll a wisdom? Do I have to roll a wisdom save?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, Riku's a kind of a glass cannon.
Oh, I forgot to roll the wisdom save
20.
myself.
You have succeeded in the save. Go ahead and roll the
snap
wisdom
out
save,
of it.
Ariel.
Oh, I'm gonna get back to the computer.
And you actually get the bless on it too.
Yeah, I was
if you
gonna say
need.
you have bless too when if you roll low or if it's close.
Oh no, not gonna bother.
Oh, jeez.
Not this time.
Oh jeez.
That said, there's nothing else you can do, right, Axel?
Yep, end turn.
Okay. It is going to attempt to toss Axel.
Mm.
It will attempt to
Is-
grab you.
Is it like an
Actually,
auto toss, or do I roll anything?
It's a grapple check. And if you
Okay.
fail the grapple check, it will. Oh, it re-rolled. It recharged its slow as well. But
No.
that's not for this turn. That'll be for next turn.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit! Nice roll. Let's see if I can beat that.
Oh my goodness.
Boy.
So close.
Dang, it's a plus 10.
It goes to grab you, and as one of its like giant talon-like amber hands comes down, you lift up with the dagger in your hand, holding it off, just barely. Everyone can see like the muscles on Axel's arms, like the veins popping, like it's like an insane bodybuilder doing a ridiculous like deadlift.
Nice.
I think that's gonna be one of its two attacks. It will take its second attack against Uriel. 22 to hit. Make a strength saving throw, please.
Strength saving throw. 17.
That's exactly what you needed. You do not fall down or anything, but you do take the hit,
Damage.
and you take the 19 damage.
Down to 30 HP.
That said, that is this creature's turn, and it is Esmeralda's turn. And just like before, she is going to use her last third level spell slot, and she is going to use Magic Missile.
Juiced up magic missile.
Loves it. And she's going to do the 10 points of damage that was needed to take this thing down. Everybody around it, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Damn it.
Jeez.
We have bless,
15.
remember, boys.
Who's everybody
Oh,
around
yeah.
it?
So
Yeah,
that
blowing
would be
up.
Axel, Uriel, and
I don't know if it's gonna matter, but I'm rolling
Riku.
anyway.
Yeah, I'm rolling mine.
Yeah.
I got an 11 total.
An 18.
okay, everybody
so-
got above 10. That's all you
nice,
needed.
Nice.
Riku, you get out of the way just in time to hear as it falls prone here and is now dead.
Nice.
Oh, because it fell like a statue. Got it.
Exactly. Let's take our halfway break here. Let's come back at 8:35. This is a perfect point to pop out of combat, take a breather, and join back in a few minutes. You find yourselves beaten and battered, but alive, having survived what appeared to be quite the encounter. What would you like to do?
I
Riku
want
would-
to go up to the giant like automaton thing and chop off a couple of like big size like ruby chunks or whatever from it to take with us.
You can do so. It will take quite some time. It's amber, but yeah, you can do that.
What's amber worth?
Depends. It could be worth a decent amount of coin.
And I'm thinking it was so beefy it could make like good armor or a good like weapon or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Turn to, like, a
Riku would
spearhead or
would turn to
something.
you and then point at your new pet and say, how long do you plan to keep that thing around for? And then sort of he's like resting his sword on his shoulder. He's like this these two don't go well together. He points at his sword, then points at your pet.
Well, at least as long as she's useful.
All right, Riku tells you, and he holds it up. He's like, I can extend or reduce the light, and he shows you, just like you see the light kind of like brighten and then dim. So you see the light like expand and then or lower than expand.
Well, I guess try to keep her out of it if you can, but she's tough. She can handle it if you can't.
You think
She'll try to. She'll lead us where she can, back us up where she can.
All right, I guess just tell her to stay away from me. I mean, she should know by now after feeling the light,
Turn to her and be like, Dracula lady, just try to stay away from my friend, this light here that my friend's sword emits. It'll hurt
And-
you.
She sort of goes, "My name is Dreslek, if you
Alright,
please."
Dreslek, try to stay out of the light. But then I'd go stand with her in between her and Octavio.
I'll sort of give her some space.
Yeah.
You can actually see that her wounds are healing fully, pretty quickly. Actually, the longer she stays out of the light, the more whole
Yeah.
she is.
what do we know about golems? Do we know if that someone's like controlling it or like do we know?
Make an Arcana check. And I like using Arcana in this way for like your knowledge of like monsters and stuff.
Oh my goodness.
You have heard stories of golems, in particular, Axel. You know that they are controlled by somebody who holds what would end up being their like command key. They are magical constructs cut and chiseled from stone, appear as tall, impressive statues. They can be nearly impervious to spells and ordinary weapons in many circumstances.
All right. So
It doesn't require air, food, sleep, or drink. It understands language, but cannot speak.
okay. I would say to Riku that like, hey, I think someone was controlling this thing. Maybe you should go see if that vampire lady knows anything about what's going on. Maybe there's a bigger bad lurking around here.
Okay. Riku yells over to Uriel. Hey Uriel, ask your vampire who's in charge around here.
Hey, Dreslite, is there like a leader for like you vampire clan people?
Yeah.
She
Like,
sort of
what,
looks
What
at you and
brings
she goes,
your group here.
The master told us to be here. We're protecting this spot for him."
Who's your master?
She gives you all this like incredulous look.
It's
Count
Strahd.
Strahd? Duh.
Just verifying, making sure.
No, but specifically in this temple.
And well, and
Definitely
the
still Count
golem.
Strahd.
The golem who's controlling this golem is like.
Is he here?
Yeah, who
Right.
was what's the story about that bird golem? Who was
Oh,
behind that?
honestly, I have no idea. That was the first time I'd seen such a thing.
Well, what can you tell us about the room where it came from?
I don't know. Look, the master teleported us here from Castle Ravenloft, put us in the crates, and told us to attack anyone who showed up.
Oh, okay. So I guess you won't know much about this temple. huh?
Seems
But
like a
you just-
dick.
The Count? I mean,
Yeah.
he turned me into a vampire. He's not exactly the greatest, but I don't
He
know.
put you in a
undeath isn't so
crate?
bad. Well,
Put your-
I mean, I could just sleep.
All right. Well, if if you're happy, I guess who am I to judge?
She sort of cricks her neck, and you hear this like loud snap as she does so, and she goes, "It does feel good to be out."
Well, where to next? Should we go check out where that giant stone thing came from? Oh, and just to be clear, I would have gotten enough amber to make like an armor set and a weapon.
I'm gonna say that would be quite heavy, and that you would like we're talking like 100 pounds of amber.
Oh, I can carry it.
Can you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm at 140 out of 270 right now.
All right.
Is,
That said, you do now notice that one of the entryways is completely collapsed and blocked into the room beyond.
Riku is
damn.
going to when you ask if we should push forward, Riku's going to say, "I think we should maybe get out of the temple for a little bit, lick our wounds, and then come back. But maybe
Whoa,
explore this
whoa.
area quickly before we leave."
Yeah.
We came here for a mission.
Did
But you guys remember resting here is not good, right? We
Yeah.
gotta get out of here if we're gonna rest.
Yeah.
You just gotta conserve your stuff more.
I can't, what do you mean?
How are you like? I
mean,
still
we-
have like almost all of my stuff left.
Me
I was
too,
casting
because
spells.
I knew that we couldn't rest, so we were gonna have to.
Are you talking about a
Walk
long
around.
rest or a short rest?
Either we can't do either here, and I don't get my Bardics back until I do a short rest.
Okay.
But if we do a long rest, I also get my spells back.
How bad are you? What are we talking here?
I got 2 level 1s, 1 level 3, and a level 4. But I am out of Bardics altogether.
So I think if it's just your bardics you're worried about, I think you're fine. I think you can do another fight. Just don't go ham. Just
I need 12 more HP back though to get to full. I'm down to 33. Uriel's low as well.
Oh.
Like it'd be nice if we could
Yeah,
just short rest,
so-
but we can't short rest here.
I guess
I
just
have 25 HP from Lay on Hands pool and
Want me to
another
heal you?
3d4 from Healing Hands. If people are low, need some healing.
want me to
All
heal you?
right. Riku turns to all of you. He's like, if we keep going and we get another fight, he like points his sword at everyone. And he's like, you guys are on your own.
I mean,
And
I
he just-
still
and then-
have
but he
most
like
of my
winks.
spell slots left.
I just think I'm speaking out of game here. Like I think we can go more than one fight without having to like recharge everything.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
letting you guys know if we get in another fight, I'm using greater invisibility, and yeah,
You do what you need to do.
Eh.
We need to explore this temple. So however, you know what I mean? We can't just like run away every time we get in a fight.
no, not to run away, just so I don't get attacked.
I
You'll be
hear you. I'm
fine.
just
What's your
saying.
HP at? Do you need healing?
Yeah, I'm at 33. I mean, think of it like this: compared to you guys, I'm always low.
Sure.
I feel like that would be a waste of what was it, 3? Oh, it's only 3d4. All right, yeah, I will Healing Hands Riku for 3d4 hands worth of healing. So 8 HP.
Ooh,
Pretty
How
good.
Pretty good.
Riku likes. Thank you.
Right. Oh, let's keep going.
Yeah. One thing I've thought about is normally the dead bodies don't stay on the map, so I'm thinking
can-
maybe we should run their pockets, and it's like they're still here. Like,
We always gotta check rooms. We gotta loot. We're always looting things.
Yeah,
So let's,
one thing at a time. We were discussing if we were even gonna like stick around here for a little bit
Yeah.
or not. You know.
I think we press on. We keep exploring.
yeah, let's just run the vampire pockets real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the vampires are carrying nothing. It seems that they were teleported into this room as described by Dreslek and stuffed into the boxes to guard it just with their lives, effectively.
Are they still like
Oh, what were
corpses
they
though?
guarding?
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. You can see Rictavio looking at the giant piece of amber to the left on the western side of the room, and then finally you hear him say, "These are sarcophagus.
Hmm?
Sarcophagi?" And he sort of points at each of the ones in the different alcoves on the different sides of the room.
When you say this, Riku extends the light of the sword, thinking the fight's about to happen again. He doesn't care if your vampire dies.
And she's like, "Ow, ow, 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 ow." And
He
she's,
wants
like,
to he
trying-
wants to get them
Harsh.
in the light and see if anything happens. All of
So-
the things. Yeah.
Your light reflects off of them. They're made of amber themselves, but other than that, nothing.
All right, then he'd lower it at least a little bit to not hit the other vampire.
Can you put the vampire in the bag of holding?
Vincent would go check it out. See if I could figure out like who they were.
Okay.
Are there
Uh,
vampires in the amber?
Okay, so let's do this one at a time. Vincent, you would like to look at this sarcophagus. Uriel, are you looking at it as well?
Yeah, I'd come join Vincent. Check it out.
Okay. As you get close to it, all you see is a star engraved upon the sarcophagus. It is quite large, as if you could fit a very large body on the inside. But you can't tell if there's anything in it.
Is there any magic coming from anywhere in the room?
Oh yeah, you have dispel magic up to or detect magic up, don't you?
I do.
These are they're magical. You cannot tell the school of magic of any of them. And in fact, normally when something is magical, it glows, and by the different color of the glow across like the color palette, you can then decipher the school of magic. This seems to have a black aura around it.
So I turn to the boys. I'm like, these things are magical. It's some type of a creepy magic. They got like some type of black aura. Very unusual.
Yeah, Vincent would specifically also look for signs of were ravens.
So nothing's in that one? Riku yells to you.
Oh, we
No, it's
Not-
empty.
no. Well, we don't know if it's empty or not.
Yeah, you've not opened it, is what I would say.
Wow.
Oh. Okay.
All of these sarcophagi have been remained closed so far, and so far as I know, nobody's touched any of them. Right?
Just the light bouncing off of it.
Riku would take his sword and poke this one with his sword, see if anything happens.
The
Oh,
star you
come on.
spoke of.
Hold on.
Is it like oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say we'll go to Riku first because he pokes it with his sword,
Yeah.
and you hear the voice of the sword be like, "Oh, come on! Oh my goodness, what is that?" And there's a bit of knowledge that's imparted to you momentarily,
Just taps
And
it with the sword.
and you feel a voice in your head whisper, "Would you like the dark gift of Tenebris?"
Riku
Roll
Riku
for
kinda
it.
Riku kind of just like grabs his chin, starts tapping, and says, "Tempting."
Flip a coin. You won't.
But that's all he says, and just wants to see if the thing keeps talking.
Okay, Vincent, go ahead and roll a religion check for me,
Religion.
and this is for the star.
Ooh, 18.
That's pretty good. During your travels, in one spot along the Sword Coast somewhere, can't remember where, but you saw this and you read that it was supposedly called the Corpse Star, and it is the gift of, or it is the god called Zudun. Zudun is of the Corpse Star in particular, and I'll give you that name.
Sounds very opposite of the moon one. Luna. seem like they'd be enemies.
That's all you know. You actually don't know of this individual's place within, say, like a grander sort of cosmos or anything.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is it like is it like painted on? Is it engraved on, or is it like
Chiseled, yeah, it's like chiseled into the
chiseled on?
amber itself. I'm gonna see if I can find a image of it. There's not really a good image that I have for this one, oddly enough.
It's fine.
Do you touch the sarcophagus at all?
No. Oh, no.
Okay.
Just examining.
I would have touched the star engraving
Okay.
all recklessly.
Would you are offered the dark gift of Zudun, the corpse star? Would you like to take it?
Oh man, God damn it! The one person not to ask.
Like maybe. Can I ask him if it would help me like fix my oath? If Zudon's power would like aid me in my quest to restore my honor as a paladin and escaped my my servitude to this demon.
Okay, that's interesting. So I will give you a sense of what this dark gift offers in the most general of terms. It will let you bring back those who are beyond.
Okay.
Hmm.
I mean, you know, fuck it. Yeah, let's take it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
And the telepathic bond that you had begun to connect to this sarcophagus with says, "Place both your hands upon me."
I turn to the boy and say, "Yeah, you guys might want to back up. I'm not 100% quite sure what's about
Once
to happen."
Vincent,
I
What do you
just
Vincent
mean?
sees
Back up why? Riku comes
What?
over.
once
Knowing
Vincent sees them
damn well
doing
what's
that,
happening.
Vincent's gonna go, "That's the corpse star," and start backing up.
I say, "The corpse what?" As I put both my hands down onto the thing, activate whatever new devil's bargain I just made.
Okay. I will give you what you have earned. As an action, you can touch the remains of a dead creature and restore it to life. This works identical to that of the resurrection spell, except it works regardless of how long the creature has been dead.
Oh damn!
That said, you now take on a corpse-like appearance and are easily mistaken for an undead.
Oh,
Damn.
I look down at
That's it?
myself and I go,
Fuck that
"Well,
bad.
this isn't gonna do." And I snap my fingers and I use silent image to restore myself to looking normal.
Does that actually work? Is that a silent image? If so, that
Image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon no larger than 15-foot cube.
okay. I mean, it will be dropped during
I guess,
combat because you would
yeah.
have to use your action to move it and stuff.
But like outside of combat, I would keep it up to make myself not look like a zombie.
Sure.
And would we all be aware of what just happened, or would you tell us what just happened?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I would tell you guys, like, not to freak you guys out, but touching that thing made me look a little bit like a zombie. But I feel like I might have gotten some superpowers from that too.
Oh,
See Riku just like shaking his head, like scratching his head. You just can't help yourself.
Vincent would go,
I was
"That's what."
hoping maybe maybe they would cancel out. One demon lord cancels out the other demon lord.
Riku comes up and he's like, think about it. It's never free, okay? No matter what.
Yeah, Vincent would say this is what Danica came for. And start looking around for signs of feathers. Maybe
Make
come over here
a
and check this one.
sure. Make an insight or make an investigation or a perception check, your choice. As you're doing this, you see that um,
They went the other
Rick's-
direction, Vincent.
Rictavio has his hand on one of the sarcophagus, and he's pulls it off, and he says, "This one offers the dark gift of the vampire. The gift is immortality of undeath. My understanding, though, is that it comes at quite a steep cost. I suspect this," and he sort of nods to it, "is how Strahd was created."
Here.
Is it anything like the stone that I just touched?
Oh, indeed. I think probably worse would be my guess. I mean, don't you have that book on Strahd?
Riku, weren't you holding on to that?
Yeah, it's quite lengthy.
Sure, Riku pulls it out of his bag, folding.
He sort of says, "What does it say again in general terms?" It's
Here,
his
have
story.
have a look.
He like glances it over again,
Show's book.
and he sort of points at it and he says, I bet it has something to do with the death of his brother. Vampire is my new name. Interesting. That's the same word that this thing provided me just now. I'm not going to take this gift. I know that much. Nor should I. Do I think any of us should, frankly.
Would it
Wouldn't
make
be much of a gift,
us,
would it?
like beholden to Strahd? Would he control us?
My guess is that you would be,
Our own Strahd.
yeah.
Then
But I don't know
Vincent,
what that comes with.
maybe I could become Strahd, my own Strahd, to defeat Strahd.
You could.
So we don't know the pros and cons. Seems like a big life decision.
I don't.
Yeah, and Vincent backs up.
Riku would speak up and say, I think this is maybe one of the times we don't fight fire with fire, yes? And looks over to Uriel, like gazing at the stone.
Uriel says, well, I wonder what happens if I touch both the stones. I touched the first one, I was mostly fine.
I know not. I
Yeah,
suspect that.
having two of more than one blessing might not be a good idea.
I feel like he already has
Especially
4
that one.
blessing. You have like 4 different deals you made.
I actually need you. I realized something. I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me, Uriel, because you touched the stone.
You're just breaking oaths
26.
after oath after oath.
26. Okay, you're good.
I said, well, we need every advantage we can against Strahd, and I would touch the stone.
Okay, and you would like to take on the dark gift of the vampire?
Yeah, I'll take it. Let's see what happens.
All right.
He's a
so
guinea pig.
Oh my god. He did the damn thing.
Nothing happens, but you feel the power invested inside you. Nothing necessarily happens. Please make another charisma saving throw.
Another oath breaker.
23.
Okay. You become aware of the conditions now that you've accepted the dark gift. And that would be this. So you now have the flaw that you feel as if you are surrounded by hidden enemies that seek to destroy you, and that you cannot trust anyone.
Damn it.
It's going to be all
Including
paranoid.
us. So you don't really trust us anymore?
When the conditions are met, the beneficiary instantly becomes a vampire under the dungeon master's control.
Is it
So-
the Dungeon Master's control or Uriel's
That-
control?
Dungeon
says it right
Master's
there.
control.
Yeah.
So you
Well,
can
that's
just
rude.
create vampires now.
If you were to become a vampire.
But he loses character.
Well, I wanted to see what would
Slays
happen.
another
Hopefully.
humanoid.
Well, now you know.
I'm
All
not
right.
especially
Drinks
attached to
with
Uriel.
the-
I'm okay with pushing it with him. Push the boundaries, see what
I
happens.
mean, hopefully we're playing these characters for a lot longer, so you better get attached.
Well, I mean, like, Uriel dies, we just, you roll up another character.
You can't die. You're a vampire. You have gained the gift of immortality of death.
Yeah, I can do whatever I want with Uriel, and I can't die. I can be as reckless as I want.
That fits you.
I'm immortal now, bitch.
But you
Wow.
do feel like you're surrounded by enemies that seek to destroy you, and that you cannot trust anyone.
Rick Tavio. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to
Look
kill
around all
you.
shifty. I only trust my vampire.
You're probably you're hurting my light now, probably
because she
too.
has to do what I say.
Damn.
So he's not a vampire yet. That's the big thing, is because he's not killed another humanoid that loves or reveres him, then drank their blood, then died.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like, this is okay.
There's a lot of stuff
Process.
for a vampire.
It's effectively Strahd's like story, right?
Yeah.
You gotta
Okay.
replicate it. Walk in
So-
his footsteps.
Yeah.
While all
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
Uriel's
Yeah,
the
I
big
had a-
bad
I
of
had a
the,
good
the Mad
check.
campaign.
Did I find anything to do with the Were Ravens?
You did not.
Ooh,
There's no signs of
we-
other footprints in this place, actually. For
We
quite
found
a
out
long
from
time.
another session they went in a different direction. We know which direction they went. But we came down here first.
while all this is going on, I'll see if Axel's checking to see if we can actually get through, like move rocks around and get through this collapsed area.
You can go through the other tunnel because there were two tunnels side by side.
Oh,
So
so
you
like
could-
right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'll still clear some of the rocks and make it easy for us to,
All right.
at least walk.
Gotcha.
Well, Riku will speak up and say, "All right, are we done accepting dark magic and powers here, fellas?
What's been going on?
Look at him," and then points to Uriel.
Just checking out the stones.
All right.
Nothing,
I'm gonna do a
nothing you gotta
perception.
concern
I'm gonna do a
yourself with.
perception check on Uriel. I don't know. I'm not sure what he looks all right.
I mean, is that through your spell save DC, Uriel? Is that above your spell save DC? The 14?
That is exactly my spell save DC.
As you get closer, Axel, you can see
Yes.
through the illusion that is the silent image, and you can tell that underneath the armor, his body seems desiccated, withered, signs of decay.
Oh my god.
He's terrifying and horrifying to look at.
What?
He's terrifying
Did we-
and horrifying to look at.
Have you been a zombie this whole time?
No, that's more of a recent development.
He just took these powers. Riku says frantically
It,
behind.
it, gives,
Look.
it gives me some extra, some extra oomph against Strahd.
Look, at the next group sharing session, we're gonna have a long talk, Uriel, okay?
And you know what? If you die, I'm not bringing you back to life. How's that?
Whoa!
Well, That is not
Uncalled
helping.
for, says Riku.
That is not
And then,
helping your case
And then,
of trustworthiness.
nudges Axel and shows him his revivify scroll and winks and says, "Yeah, uncalled for."
Ah, Riku winks.
I
Axel
showed you
blinks.
the revivify scroll.
Yes, Axel blinks back because he only has one eye, so all he can do is wink. And
I see.
all right, so you're saying we should go? Where are we going, Riku?
The group
Yes.
wanted to press on. Apparently, God.
Are you okay?
no,
Axel
Riku,
goes
I
to
made
give
I made
Riku
a
the
really
Heimlich
stiff drink.
maneuver.
Yeah, I made a really stiff drink. God.
Okay, so you're not eating nuts again.
Making myself choke here. Jeez.
Do we go
Straight
back up?
from the ewer.
Do we go back up the way we came, or go through this tunnel over here? So that there's a passable terrain.
Well, let's think. Do we want to pursue this? This was essentially a
How
secret
did we come
area,
up here? Yeah, exactly.
We
or
came
we
here
could go
because
the,
yeah.
or we
we
could
like-
go back and try to find the ravens and the dusk elves, or do we keep going delving deeper into the secret area?
I'm guessing this was the big secret. All these, but I mean, this is where the golem came from. So
Yeah, the master might be ahead that way.
sounds like
Yes,
you're on the
per-
clock though, Riku. Maybe we should just find the were ravens and get out of here.
On the clock.
Yeah, because you're worried about your
I just
gimmicks.
mean I wouldn't mind taking a little rest before we find the big bad of this place, you know. But it's okay. We can keep going if you guys want to keep going.
All right. I know Vincent wants to find his girlfriend, so we should
Oh, it's not my girlfriend.
All right, so it's down to this, guys. Do we want to turn back and go for the were ravens and all them, or do we want to keep pushing forward?
let's
seeing what
find the
else we
were
find this
ravens.
way?
Let's find the were ravens.
I mean, we're already down here. Should we just finish off like this downstairs area while we're here?
At least
instead of coming
least
back?
see where it goes, you know. Yeah, let's do those.
All right.
Let's do.
That's what I'd
Move us
vote for.
forward. We gotta explore the
Okay.
whole place, and we'll find the were ravens along the way.
All right.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Follow me, Dreslek.
All right, we're not blessed anymore. I don't think we can delete these things either.
Oh, sorry. I can rip them off. Dreslick goes, "Ugh, if I have to follow you," and she does continue to follow you at a distance. Of obviously, you can see Rictavio looking around, disturbed at what he's found so far in this place. As you go into the next room, let's give you a description of this beautiful, beautiful room. Let me make sure I have this correct. Yeah. Piles of treasure are heaped against the west and east walls of this room.
Ooh.
And you guys wanted to go back.
I almost said that.
The very first sentence is piles of treasure.
That's the only description for this room. It's an amber room, but there's just literally 6 piles of treasure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on each side of the room. And the golem, it looks like, tread a path between them.
Riku holds up his wand of secrets and expels a charge.
There is not necessarily a secret, but you are given some information about the door.
Traps or doors, yeah, or secret doors.
The door has an arcane lock spell sealed upon it. The password to suppress it is Daviton. So you can open the door if you so wish from the inside with that. And
Nice.
the word is this, Daviton.
All right. All right. Riku lets the boys know of the word for when we want to leave,
Nice.
so he doesn't keep it a secret, you know.
I dive into the treasure.
Okay, so I'm going to give you some descriptions of the treasure just to see which one you want to focus on. From left side first, north to south. The first pile seems to have a fuck ton of copper. You notice a few gemstones glittering within, some rusted plates of armor, some rusted shields, and what appears to be a sarcophagus of black wood inlaid with gold, made for probably a child. The second pile appears to be silver pieces, not as many as the copper, but pretty a lot nonetheless. Some rusted armor again, a pink glass hilt of what appears to be some sort of sword or dagger sticking out of the silver pile, some rusted great swords, and a gilded chariot.
A gilded chariot.
A gilded chariot. In the third pile appears to be thousands of electrum pieces, each with Strahd's face upon them. A lot of empty bottles. There's a trunk. Let me see. There's some jewelry in what appears to be a wooden chest that's spilled open and has gold in the chest and jewelry lying on top of the gold. And then some ceramic statues. They appear quite heavy. That's just on the left side.
Magical?
Nothing there is magical. You do notice Actually, there is nothing magical.
Aw.
Pink hilt. Vincent would try to grab the pink hilt and see what kind of weapon it was.
You pull out the pink hilt, and it is a silvered rapier with a pink glass hilt.
Oh
Since Riku
Snag.
gave you his, he'd take that one and be like, I need a new one anyway.
no!
Oh, you giving me my old one back?
Yep.
Okay. He's fine with that.
I wish there was a way to take this chariot with me for my fine steed, my summon spell.
Can you attach it and then can we put it in your necklace?
I don't think so. I think my the patron got mad at me last time I did that, so I don't know if
Yeah,
I.
but wait
I should
until
try
you
that.
meet him again. He's gonna be extra pissed when he finds out you're a devil.
You gave him a bag of teeth. He must have been happy about that.
What's going on with the right side, though? We heard about the left side.
Sure. The right side, top to bottom again, there's a bunch of iron ingots. They must weigh 10 pounds apiece, and there's quite a number of them. There's a bunch of holy symbols in a pile. What appears to be 12 copper chalices with silver around them, a gilded skull with red garnets in its eye sockets, and a bunch of warhammers and war picks. The second pile seems to have not as much silver as pile 2, but that's the pile that's across from it on the other side of the wall. Probably about 3/4 as much. There's a few crystal balls lying around, a bronze crown. It seems to have gem-eyed dragons on it, a life-sized wooden pony, and several marble vases. Quite large. Look very heavy.
Riku looks around at the guys. He's like, well, I guess take your pick.
Yeah, I guess like grab all the gems and everything valuable we can, throw it in the bag of holding.
What does rusted mean we can't use it like for the armor and stuff?
Yeah, it's probably worthless.
Okay.
I'm just gonna dump the list to you guys.
Yes, that is a list.
There are a lot of things. What I would say is, if you would like to take stuff, weight is gonna matter here, especially
Yeah.
with things like the gilded chariot, like the vases. There's a bunch of things that I'm like providing the weight for in here, but just this amount of coin alone is excessive. And
Yeah.
so, like, I'm gonna say that you're gonna have to figure something out to take all this, if you would
Yeah,
like.
let's not worry about the coin per se.
Unless
se,
it's
per se.
what's an electrum? What's that worth?
It's in between
2 to
silver
1.
and gold.
Okay.
Oh man, that's 6. Oh my god, this is like so much.
Yeah, it's a ton of shit.
Oh my god.
I mean, I was just gonna say like the expensive like jewelry shit, you know.
Like the gemstones is
Yeah,
definitely.
the gems and the crown and the obsidian scepter, right? Worth 2,500.
Well, the electrum is gonna be that's like 3,000 gold because 6,000 is like, dang.
True.
Yeah, but the weight. The problem's the weight.
Dang. 2,000 pounds of iron. 30 holy symbols.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't need all that. We're just gonna grab the stuff, like the valuable stuff that we can put in the bag. That's what we gotta like loot it and keep going. You know what I mean? We're not. I'm just gonna like take everything per se.
Well, my understanding though is that the bag of holding, and we can double check this, the bag of holding is relatively full at this point.
It's got a lot in it, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like
I recently did an
just said,
inventory, and everything on my character should be up to date.
like the skull, right? How heavy could a gilded skull be? How heavy?
That one's going to be 5 pounds actually, just from the amount of gold and gems on it.
An obsidian scepter. That
I
sounds
drop
fancy.
that amber. That gives me an extra 100 pounds to carry.
Yeah, you definitely should. Instead of carrying rocks, we should definitely carry fucking gold and shit or whatever the fuck.
I feel like we should
Oh wait, no, I can't even have that because I have the troll hide.
All right. Well, anyway, it's the scepter. We need the obsidian scepter. It's worth 2,500 gold. Oh, fuck it. I'm grabbing that. Forget you guys. I'm grabbing the scepter and the sword.
The bronze crown worth 750. We should definitely
put-
grab as well.
Yeah.
And then I would say the skull's 250. And there was jewelry. That can't be that much. Wait, 10 pieces of jewelry.
All the statues are
250
250 each, but they're 50
Yeah, but I
pounds
think they're
each.
heavy. Like the
Yeah.
jewelry's 250 each and probably real cheap. I mean, not
Yeah.
cheap. Light.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
definitely
all of
the
that jewelry together is like a pound, right?
Yeah. So let's just grab like the big expensive like light stuff and move on.
There is 500 gold as well with those 10 pieces of jewelry.
Oh yeah, definitely grab that.
Yeah. So Vincent grabbed the scepter and the sword. He was like, I'm taking some loot. The sword is cool, and I'll give you your sword back if you need your backup. Riku.
Yeah, sure. Doesn't hurt to have more swords as a sword bard.
I want the shiny pink one I found.
Maybe at some point, radiant damage isn't the trick, so I got to go back to the the rapier.
Obsidian scepter with gold. And you said none of this is magic, so this is just items.
Just money, lots of money.
Which
That's
does
insane. That one scepter
technically
is so
weigh.
much. Yeah.
I think that's like the biggest. Like I'm looking at Riku's inventory, for instance, right now, and I'm pretty sure the coinage alone is
It says weight carried. Is this
50,
Is there a
50
way-
coins weighs 1 pound.
Is there a
it
value?
should tell me, shouldn't it?
Is there a value when you add an item?
But
Like,
you
or is
can
that-
put the coins in containers, Riku. And so I just toggled that on your character sheet, meaning you should add all of your gold to the bag of holding, and then suddenly your weight will go like way down.
Is the scepter an actual item in D&D Beyond?
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can like tell it where my gold is. Can I?
I just did it.
Oh,
So
you
if you
did?
look at your
Okay.
bag of holding, it should now be in there. I put
Okay.
1,700 gold in there. And I'm going to take 1,700 away from your full equipment. There you go. So now, oops, did that work? That didn't work. Sorry. Let me see if this can work. Bag of holding. Okay. It didn't seem to ignore the weight of that for some reason. That's odd. I don't know. We can figure that out at some point.
Yeah.
But I would say add all the gold, add all the coins if you want, and we can, because the coins aren't going to come out to more than divided by 50. Oh, maybe it would go over the bag of holding limit. Yeah, all the coins together would go over the bag of holding limit. So what I'll say is this: if you want, your main option here is really going to be Uriel's locket. If you want all this coinage.
Whatever doesn't
Yeah,
fit my bag of holding.
Yeah.
we can try. If we get everything into a pile, we can see if I can take it into my my amulet.
Oh, we're gonna take. Let's say we take all the expensive like trinkets, like the crown and like the jewelry and all the gems and shit, and like I guess I could probably hold all those, right? Or you're saying was my shit full before we even start putting other stuff in there?
No, it wasn't that full. And
Okay.
you could definitely do all that, and you could definitely do the 6,600 pieces of electrum. That is the most valuable bit besides the 500 gold.
Okay. Okay. So I'll
And
put in
then it's
600. That's so fucking much. Added. That's so much electrum. What do we even do with all this shit? Like electrum.
Bring it back to the Sword Coast and go shopping.
So I don't think it's gonna be good back home. I think it's only gonna be good here.
so actually all of you would know this. It's like a common thing on the Sword Coast. The coinage found across the Sword Coast varies pretty drastically, actually.
Yeah.
And that's because of the way in which, like Baldur's Gate versus Waterdeep versus Neverwinter, they all mint their own coins.
What kind of metal is it made out of?
The electrum's made out of electrum, funny enough.
Hmm.
All right, let's keep going.
What were like just send me a let me know what else to add after the session, guys, for the trinkets we got. Because we got the whole list there. So just copy paste. Not the list, and let me know. And I'll add it to the bag of holding.
Just be like the 10 pieces of jewelry, the crown.
Yeah, just take care of that after the session. Figure it out.
All right, let's keep going.
Cool.
So this
Check-
this door would
check
lead
both
out to
of
the
these
first
doors.
floor where we were before.
That would lead back out to the first floor with the statue. That's correct.
Okay, well, I guess we'd speak the word to open the door.
Okay, and it opens up, and you can exit as you wish.
All right. Well, now that we finished this area, Riku would say,
Where did you
There-
say you thought the were ravens were?
the raccoon guy told us that they went this direction.
Fox guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And Vincent would
Head that
point
way,
that
then.
way and say, "Let's go that way."
Okay.
Okay.
You do see hallways off of the other side as well as you pass by
Ooh.
through these areas.
Uh-oh, hallways.
You do see
Riku says,
areas?
hold on. There's hallways.
Always.
Left or right? Which one should we do first? Vincent, what do you
It's-
see over there?
I see a doorway. I think.
Yeah. So you see an archway, and leading through the archway appears to be a hallway on the other side that splits north and south. And to the north, you can actually make out a little bit of like what appears to be a pile of rubble. You suspect that there's a cave in that way. To the south, you can see the hallway continues. You can also see two doors that lead into some sort of chambers beyond.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff this way.
Let's go check it out.
Which
Wait,
way?
as a reminder, when we came in from
We came
part
in
of the map
from
that's like blacked out,
over
right?
here.
Yeah. From rooms and hallways over there, right?
It was like up one level here and then
One
like
level. Okay. Yeah. So we're down a level now.
this. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's go this way. I want to go check it out.
All right, guys, let's go follow the turtle mans.
Okay. Walking into this hallway, you can see quite a number of things. There is a cave-in to the north. There are two doors to the south and two doors directly to your east at this point in time.
Oh, I think we gotta clear the doors, right, boys? Obviously.
Yeah, let's start with the one at the top.
Okay.
I'll I'll listen at the door first, see if there's anything on the other side.
Okay. Make a perception check.
14.
And you're listening at the top one there, which is cool. It is silent beyond.
Then I open her up.
Okay. The furnishings of this bare stone room have succumbed to decrepitude. Standing in the center of the room, its head scraping the 10-foot-high ceiling, is a vaguely man-shaped construct made of dark wood and riveted iron. Its helmeted head stares blindly in your direction. Cobwebs stretch from the terrible edifice to the wrecked furniture that surrounds it. It does not move, but it is very clearly what was once a shield guardian.
Any
Another one.
magic coming from the room?
I mean, the shield guardian is magical in nature, but other than that, no.
What do you guys think? Do you think we could like get this thing working for us?
We gotta have the secret sauce. I don't know.
Riku
Yeah.
shrugs and then goes to the next door.
Yeah, let's check the next one. So hopefully
Okay.
it doesn't come out.
Is that
come
right here?
after us.
Yeah,
am
that's
now?
right there. Yep. You want to open it?
I want to listen first.
Gotcha. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. Critical.
Yeah, it is silent beyond.
Riku throws door open.
Okay. And as you do so, you see a similar scene to the other room. A white marble bed stands in the center of this bare room, its mattress long since rotted away. Golden hawks perch atop the bed's corner posts. The room's remaining furnishings have been reduced to dust-covered heaps. Cobwebs cover arcane sigils carved into the wall.
Arcane sigils.
They are not magical at this point, Uriel, as you glance into the room.
Interesting.
What do you think, Riku?
Riku's like, well,
Is it
I
worth
don't
going
know.
and checking out, or should we move on?
I think we just keep going until we find something of note. Everything here seems just old, busted, and broken down.
Okay. Let me just bring everyone else down for you. As you venture further, you would like to listen or look at this door?
Riku's like, I already went. Someone else go. Stands back.
Okay. Who would like to do what is it you're doing?
What is it? Perception?
Oh, gotcha. Go ahead.
22.
Once again, silence beyond.
Alright, Shirley. Nothing else in here. Opens the door.
You open the door to find a number of sarcophagi in this room.
More. Guys, leave Uriel out here for this one.
Hey, Vincent, what do you got there?
No, we gotta check this place out. Hey, watch the door for me. Make sure nobody comes in.
I turn to Riku and say, hey, Vincent's gonna check this one out.
Okay. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah, there's more of those things.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Okay. What would you like to
yeah.
do in here, Vincent?
Vincent would look around at the different sarcophagi and check out if there was any distinct symbols like the others.
The eastern one holds a tombstone and a worm on it. The top one holds simply a question mark in many different languages. And the southern one holds no symbology upon it.
Mystery box.
Yeah, right. What if Vincent takes out his Saloon statue?
Your saloon statue?
Yeah,
It.
just hold it.
Make a religion check.
Mm,
He's holding your statue.
16.
As you hold it there, it cracks
Ah,
and then breaks and falls to the ground in front of you.
no, Vincent goes down to like his knees and tries to like I don't know,
Your,
collect all the pieces.
your understanding is that only a great evil would do such a thing, and that this place is of great evil.
This is not a nice place. What can I do? I would go over to the one that had no symbols, and I don't know what I would do, but try to figure out if I felt like it was empty compared to the other two, or if you know what I mean. I don't know if it was vacant comparatively.
Well, do you touch it?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'll touch it. Sure.
You hear the same whispering voices before, saying that the dark gift of Shami Amore, the Lady of Delights, is at your disposal. Shami
Lady of-
Amore's gift is the power of persuasion.
Hmm.
No. He doesn't like any of this. Quickly, let's get out of here. He'll leave and be like, we got to get out of here. It's just more of those evil sarcophagi.
Okay.
Anything cool?
Really?
Oh, there's nothing cool. We should move on and try to find Danica
Or
before she's in trouble.
or do you just go talk to him just real quick?
Vincent opens the doors down here and leaves, and Uriel can do whatever he wants.
Okay. The doors there, Vincent. Give me a moment.
I kind of want to see what happens if I do all of the contracts.
Vincent, that door is locked.
Ah.
So
Who's the one that knows the Riku? You know how to open this door?
Riku's
we should,
leaning against the wall with his back coolly, arms
We'll
crossed.
we'll door bash it when it's someone wasting a slot.
Hmm.
okay. Uriel, are you going into the chamber with the sarcophagi?
I'm
Yeah,
going
I think
to
I have-
chaperone him.
Okay.
I think, like in my paranoia, I think that I'm thinking like I need all the power I can get.
Okay.
I see what these ones have to offer.
Okay. So going around from north, east, south, the north one offers you the dark gift of Savnok the Inscrutable. Savnok's gift is the power to shield the mind.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, I definitely need to shield my mind. I would take Savnok's gift.
You
Yeah,
will,
do a guinea pig.
you will take
thing.
Savnok's gift? Okay.
Yeah.
This is like oddly fitting on some level for you. As you take upon Savnok's gift, you feel your eyes melting away, leaving empty sockets that can
Oh,
somehow still see. But you receive a mind blank spell cast upon you that lasts for a full year. For context, mind blank is an 8th level arcane spell. I don't know if you guys have ever encountered this. Any effect that would sense your emotions or read your thoughts, divination spells, or charm condition do not work on you. It even foils the wish spell, meaning Polarian can no longer have an influence over you.
You're
Really?
cured of the demon.
But he doesn't have eyes.
But you no longer have eyes, you have empty sockets.
How does he see?
He can still see somehow.
I mean, it's
You want-
fitting if he already looks like a fucking skeleton.
Right right? Now he just looks like a zombie with no eyes.
All right, keep it going.
Yeah, let's so sweet. Let's see what this next one's got.
What?
The next one, the eastern one, offers the dark gift of Terracomedes, the grave worm. Terracomedes' gift is the power of flight.
Oh my god.
I definitely need his power too.
But what's the con? I mean, you can fly, but now
He
you have
doesn't
no
care
legs.
at this
Now,
point. He doesn't give a shit.
now
think
you
he
have no
cares?
legs.
So first and foremost, make a charisma saving throw for the last one.
Oh
Let's
my
start there.
god, you're turning into a monster.
Oh, session inspiration. Not much better.
A 12 was exactly what you needed,
Whew.
except you've already taken on 3 dark gifts. You needed a 15 at this point.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uriel,
Oh
You greedy, greedy boy.
Your dick falls off.
I mean, you have failed the saving throw. Your alignment is now evil.
Oh shit! I'm an evil paladin now.
And the question, I will pose the question to you. So a character who turns evil becomes an NPC under the Dungeon Master's control, although the DM can allow the player to continue to play the evil character. Would you like to continue to play this character as an evil character for some time, or would you like me to take it over?
I might as well keep playing him for at least a little while longer.
Okay.
We'll see if maybe there's like a good spot for him to go full evil. And have,
Okay.
like, another
Just
character
dead.
step in.
You just dead. Get the next
This
one
is-
too. See what happens. Touch the next one.
Well, I mean, I'm evil now, so of course I'm gonna do the next one.
Yeah, you'll
Dark
save on the
gifts?
next one.
Okay. So you touch the eastern sarcophagus. Protruding out of your back grow skeletal wings, and you gain a flying speed of 50 feet.
Nice.
That said, you now must feast upon bones or grave dirt to survive.
Oh, that's gross.
That's pretty fucking sick, though. That's rad.
Yeah, I have wings, skeleton wings now. I just need the prestidigitation spell so I can flavor my grave dirt.
And you would like to touch the last one?
Yep. Yes,
I use
will.
all in.
The vestige within this sarcophagus offers the dark gift of Shami Amore, the Lady of Delights. As you touch it and take upon the gift, you gain the ability to cast the suggestion spell as an action, and saving throws against it have disadvantage. After it's been used 3 times, the dark gift vanishes. You gain an extra finger on each hand and say that you cannot get enough pleasure. You desire others to create beauty for you at all times.
Okay.
Huh? So you're a no-eyed zombie with wings.
Right, yeah.
12
a
fingers.
Zombie with no eyes, skeleton wings, 6 fingers on each hand.
And you're evil now.
Man.
Can't get a pleasure.
You know, man, so you're gonna play this fucked up monster character, but you're just gonna play him as Uriel. You're not gonna like, you better not try to kill us.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it at some point. Don't worry. We're going to figure it out.
I'm gonna make a Reddit post up. This guy, this friggin' guy, he's just
took every demon contract he could find.
yeah.
Start off with some weird teeth, then just went downhill from there.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
I was chaperoning him this whole time, and I am just
We
I
were
just-
just waiting for you guys so we could
yeah.
use the battering ram because Uriel has
I
it.
just like
Yeah. So instead,
I
step
walk out,
really
I look
huge.
at-
Whoa!
I walk out, I look at Rico, and I shake my head.
What? He's got wings now. What's happening?
I
Yeah,
told
you
you not to
gotta-
go in there.
He touched
You
them
got
all.
some more power ups when we take down that fucker Strahd.
Oh my god. This guy.
I feel like you'd have a one of those creatures from Dark Crystal voice, just like a real creepy Birdman looking gross
You,
thing.
you notice that Rictavio, Esmeralda, and Irina are all keeping their distance from you, Uriel.
Yeah, they
We're
hate
actually
you.
Evil now. We're the bad guys.
That's his evil voice.
Said what? You guys need this this door taken
Evil
care of
guy.
out of the way. I take out the battering ram and I fly up into the air. Do a couple spins to get some speed and just like fly at it with the battering ram and try to smash it open.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Oh, badass style.
Embracing the evil within.
Going crazy.
23.
You hear there's like a little bit of a crack, but it does not open.
Pretty
Look,
good.
Let me
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
help you. Let me grab you
Yeah,
other
I'd
side.
land. I'd land and say, Axel, grab the other side of this. Let's
Yeah.
get this fucker down.
All right.
So is that another strength check?
Pretty good
Yeah,
strength
go ahead.
check.
If you guys want to make it together, go ahead and do one at advantage.
I think when I did it with Volknar, it was some crazy like
Nat 20.
I mean that hopefully that works.
24.
It nearly breaks and does not.
All right. One, I think one more, Axel.
Yeah.
Oof. A 10.
It breaks, and as it does so, you burst the door open, and you can see that there are, for a brief moment, you can see that there are another set of sarcophagi in this room.
Ugh.
You getting sick of them, Vincent?
Yeah.
But there's more than that in here. There are several things that happen at once as you break this door open. Everybody within 30 feet of the door, and that's going to be all of the player characters. I actually had everyone back up because they were backing up from Uriel as he was flying circles around because they didn't want to be near him. Everybody within 30 feet of the door needs to please make. Oh wow, there's not even a save for this. It's just a bunch of necrotic damage.
Ugh.
Let me see. You're all going to be hit by a blast of necrotic damage. That comes to 18 points.
Owie.
And as that happens,
Does it smell?
oh, it stinks. It is awful. But there are 3 flame skulls in here.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, we're all dead. In rest.
There are 3 flame skulls guarding this chamber.
Let's smash him. Uriel needs 3 more bad guy upgrades before we take him on as the big bad.
So I would say, I'm trying to think if we have enough time for this fight. What do you guys think?
Last time we fought them, I think we took them down pretty quick. The only problem is they do a lot of fireballs, and
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
If we
Sure.
think we can do it quick, let's see what happens. I will pull up the flame skull encounter.
We just need good initiative. Good initiatives. I mean, damn.
I can't take 3 fireballs.
I don't know if you would have been standing there because that you're like on top of the door anyway.
Yeah, no, I would have backed up once this guy was going crazy, but
I guess you have a vampire spawn on your side. I should add that. Vampire spawn. There we go. You've got Esmeralda, Rictavio, vampire spawn, Irina. She'll get added, and then there's 3 flame skulls. Okay. Go ahead and roll initiative, please.
Wait. Yeah, I guess going first ain't that bad.
Wow, Riku with the high initiative again.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
All right, and Irina, what do you get? Natural 1. Axel, what would you like to do?
All right. Okay. We are going to. We're gonna run up and recklessly attack Great Weapon Mastering the closest one with a Silver Great Axe and does a. Well, that's not gonna hit. Okay, we're gonna just do a regular attack. I'm going for a regular. No Great Weapon Master this time for my
Okay.
second attack. Okay, 22.
That's it.
So 5 damage. And I use like 5 movement. Let me ask God, how much movement do I got? So I used like 5. So then that's. Yeah. I do not want to get fireballed. So I'm just going to use mobile to get way back because I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to get fireballed. Or are they gonna fire? Yeah. Fuck. Okay. End turn.
Okay. It is Esmeralda's turn, and she is actually relatively banged up. She was down to, I believe it was 67 total hit points, and that she had like 20 damage done to her. So she's not doing amazing. She sees the flame skulls as you open the door, sees you all hit by this blight, and then says, "Oh, not again! Oh God!" And she is going to try to. Gosh, I don't even know what she does. She will throw a hand axe, because why not?
Whoa.
With a natural 20. For crit. And she will do 11 damage to the nearest flame skull. And as she throws the hand axe, she will run in. What's her distance? 30 feet. To try to help with the situation. And that's where she will be. It is the flame skull's turn, the very first one.
Uh-oh.
The one closest to everything. And it is going to immediately use. Yeah, it's going to use Fireball. And so it will do 8d6. And it will place it on. I think it can hit a lot of people.
That's exactly what I need to go down.
You gotta
So-
save. Take half.
It's a 30-foot. Is it a 30-foot radius? I always get this wrong. 20-foot radius. So if I put it here, 5.
It's a little
10,
bigger than my circle.
15, 20. So I can hit all these people here with it. So all of the player characters, plus Esmeralda.
Oh no.
Rolling dex.
All right, I saved.
Dex saves.
So
I did not.
21.
is that 11?
Failed. A 21 succeeds, a 21 succeeds, a 9 fails,
Oh.
and an 11 fails. So 28 points of damage.
28's
what's half?
full.
14.
I feel like
It said 23. Is it?
Oh, did it say 23? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Was it?
Oh,
the
that would
cu-
be 12 then. Oh, that's my bad.
Uh,
I'm sorry. Let me give Esmeralda 5 hit points back.
Okay. It's 12.
And that will be
okay,
its
I'll-
turn. Which brings us to Riku. What would you like to do?
Riku holds up the sword and says, "Remember me!"
You
and
going
runs
in?
in.
I don't think we have to take this fight.
and starts swinging.
Door shut and run
We don't
away.
have to take it.
Slam the door shut and run away.
The door's busted.
The door, yeah, we broke the door down.
Oh, it's barely.
You guys broke
Barely.
the door in. Yeah.
Oh, I did. Okay.
23.
That's a hit.
Are these creatures undead?
They are.
All right. So that's a 13 on my first swing.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that on number A, letter A.
And the voice of the sword is screaming, "Fire, fire, fire."
Yeah, that's right. Here's some more fire for you, bud. Second attack.
Hit.
So
Describe how you smash this thing out of the air.
Riku just runs up and two slashes, an X, and then the thing just explodes and into holy light and like ashes, dust.
Nice.
And then he just turns and readies himself for the two in front of him. But before he does that, he starts glowing with the. No, never mind. He doesn't cast Healing Word. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go down anyway if I get hit again. Won't really change anything.
Vincent, what would you like to do?
Stick my head. Oh, come over here and take a shot at B. Some magic arrows.
Okay.
Riku, how much damage did you do to them?
Well, it's what's it called?
Oh, radiant.
Yeah, radiant damage. So it's probably does extra damage.
It was a
Yeah.
little over 40 points of total damage that killed it.
geez, okay, never mind. Yeah, we'll take some sniper shots. We'll try to do as much as we can.
Okay.
Magical silvered arrows, -5. Coming in.
That's a hit.
Go. For 19.
That's pretty good. It is nearly bloodied.
Alright. Follow-up shot.
Same
Also
thing.
-5. Yep.
Okay.
-5 to this.
That's also a hit.
Nice. There we go. 21 damage to that one.
That's exactly what you needed to kill this.
Oh, nice.
They had exactly 40 hit points.
Right on.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, Vincent?
Yeah, I'll finish them off before they throw another fireball. What else do I got?
Can you action search?
I could. I could heal. Pretty low on health. What I got? I could action surge. Or...
Yeah, action surge is to do more attacks.
Right. I also have second wind.
Yeah, to heal.
Heal myself a little bit. I probably can't take another fireball if that guy unleashes one more.
Well, we're definitely doing a short rest after this because Riku is super fucked.
It's starting to really hurt too.
Alright. Then yeah, I'm gonna second wind and just make sure I can survive another hit in case I need to. So 1d10 plus 7. Rolls a d10. There. There we go. 8 plus 7. Was that 15?
Pretty damn-
Ye-
Pretty damn
Alright.
good.
Yeah, that was good. Alright. And then I'm going to. Yeah, back up a little bit, I guess. That's it.
Don't wanna action surge? You
I
get it
can't, I
back at
healed
a
up and
short
back.
rest. You can your action surge is just there's no
It's a
bonus
free.
action. You just use it.
Free thing?
hmm
Yeah. What?
Fine.
I
Talk me
don't
into it.
understand. It's like the most powerful ability in the game. And you're like, I guess I'll use it.
Alright, but alright. So I go for the kill, do 2 more snipe shots, try to do 40. That's real tough.
I mean, if you do that, you'll have done 80 points of damage in a single
That's what I'm
round. That's pretty
saying.
epic. I mean, even if you do like 50 or 60, that's pretty epic.
Alright, I'm gonna do snipe shot. Why not? -5 to this. -5. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
Uh,
So that one's a miss.
that one's a miss.
And I'll say you're going to have to be repositioned to like here to shoot in there.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll say I did that instead of backing up, I'll just
Yeah.
do this with my movement.
Okay.
Got another -5. Might as well. Trying to do our thing. Here we go. Nat 20.
Oh, baby.
Shit. All right.
All right. So, and I'm gonna re-roll the 2. So I'm gonna re-roll 2 more. Because I get the extra critical damage.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna re-roll that 2. So, what do I need? D8s.
So 8 plus whatever this is, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever I roll
plus
plus
10.
8 plus 10.
Yeah.
Oh, they're bad anyway. So 4 plus 8 plus 10.
Okay. 4 plus 8 is 12. 22. So you'll do 22 points of damage to it. It is bloodied.
Mhm.
And is that your full turn?
That is my full turn.
Gotcha. Uriel, what would you like to do?
I am gonna run in and I'm gonna take a swing at this thing.
Fly in.
Finish
Yeah,
him
I'm gonna
off.
fly in with my wings.
And as you fly in, you realize that there are 3 more sarcophagi.
Oh, that I'm definitely gonna take the bargains on. But 18 to hit.
That is a hit.
So that is 9 piercing and 3 fire damage. So 12 total.
Okay. It is still up.
I'm gonna go again with a 15 to hit
Also a hit.
and the
Like
12 damage.
10 Yeah, I think that's.
It is done.
And I just smash it down to the ground with my Iklawa.
Okay. And that is where we will end for the evening as you find yourself amidst the flaming wreckage of some skulls that are dusted at this point, at least for a while.
Yeah, Rico would make sure they're dead and stab them with the sword.